have to be really honest with this question. You have to be very honest and be straightforward, because I need to know. Ever since we've been together, have you ever talked to any man?
I never thought you would actually ask that question to me. So I have something to confess to you.
People really want to know who the real Kristina and Sam is. Somebody would ask you, who's the real Kristina and Sam? What is it like, babe?
We're just as anybody else is, you know? We're people. We're human beings that, you know, are surviving in life. Put it that way. That's what we are. We're not any special.
We're not special at all.
That's what I feel. How about you, Philip?
I don't know. I feel like people just got this misconception of Kristina and Sam. They think that some people think that we're super rich, like we really got everything all figured out, but we don't. Let's be honest, we don't have anything figured out yet. We're on the right path though. We're exactly where we need to get to. But the real Kristina and Sam are just super laid back. We just love to just do, we love to do us. We love to go for walks. We travel a lot. And I feel like, and we're actually kind people too. When we meet up, we can have a good time,
Well, I feel like I'm, getting somewhere. This is like my first time really twisting your hair like this. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah. This is like, what, the second day?
I think
so, yeah, guys, so I did this yesterday night. So I'm just practicing because,
trying to get better. Julia, I think doing my type of hair is like, it's a bit hard, it's way too small, but I feel like sometimes my hair just needs some love, though. I don't know, but you guys, do you ever feel like your hair just needs some love, some good loving? And I just never had time for it, so.
Now he has time, and
now I got time.
And now I also have time to practice. Since I know both our hairs are different.
Yeah. Different hair textures.
You need some rough loving.
I need some rough one.
Woo! Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
That was not intentional.
You know what? That was still okay. It's okay.
You know what I feel like, guys? When you do people's hair, especially like one of your loved ones, if you're like, getting to a little situation, you just,
That's what we go through every single time,
You love them more rough on the hair.
That's the thing. Well, the thing with my hair too is very thin, so I like when people go rough on it, because it's not only does it activate your growth, but it actually make it like, I don't know, the next time when I take it out, sorry, what happened?
Jello over your hair.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's okay.
It's open.
I don't know why I did that first of all.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I feel like my hair needs some love, and it needs some rough, like, some tough love. That's what I call it, tough love.
Yeah. At like a lot of people in different countries that we've been to, such as Cuba, Mexico, Dominican, Turkey. Where else, baby? Where else did we go?
Dominican, Turkey, Las Vegas.
Oh yes. New York. Florida.
Florida was one of the best.
UK.
The UK. Honestly, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like the UK has not convinced me to that point where, like, I know this is a place, you know what I mean? Because the UK has been, to me, I just find everybody is super, like, calm, relaxed, taking everything.
I feel like they're more stressed. They look stressed. They're like, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to, like, be offensive or anything like that. damn, you guys seem so sad. Like,
Even when you go to the store, you're trying to buy something.
it's just like a sad
They
face.
just got that miserable look. Like, it's not in a bad way. I just feel like
It's the rest face.
maybe it could just be the energy out there. It could be something. I don't know. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
It's only our first day out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about all the comments on Instagram, for example? What do you feel about it? All the different ones. What are the ones that's funny? What are the funny ones that you remember?
Funny ones?
Yeah.
There's a lot, baby. I can't think on top of my head, to be honest.
I think I can remember a few, baby.
Really?
Yeah. There was one that this guy said that he said if I go missing at night, forget about it. No one will find me. I thought that was funny. That was stupid, but I thought it was funny to me. And then there was a dude that said that if this dude get close to me or get close to Mexico, the whole Mexico gonna burn down. He's talking about how like I'm crispy, how I'm dry, and like I thought that was really funny too. But I think the one that I don't find funny is that trying to. I feel like some people just go too far. You know what I mean? It jokes the whole thing. We laugh and it's funny, but it just some people just go too far with their jokes. You know, like what's the one that I would say it was too far? Think of those ones.
See, guys, I'm like multitasking here. This is triple tasking.
Very foolish. No, man, I really think that people just don't understand we're cool people, man. We came up from, I'll say different angle of life, basically, or a different walk of life. But somehow, love just kind of brought us together. And I think this is one of the reasons why everybody's mad, because everybody needs love, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's meant to find somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But does it mean that everybody's gonna find somebody when they're looking for it right at that moment? Might. No.
Everybody has a time and place for everything,
Mm-hmm. And I feel like
it might be someone's time right now.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be yours.
Mm-hmm.
It might be ours. It might not be theirs. So it just a matter of patience
Mm-hmm.
and consistency, and what you put out is what you get back.
And God has different timing for all of us. I feel this is and we've been talking about this for a long time. How, some people think that just because so and so is super successful right now, why is God not bringing me the same level of success? Why am I not in love? Why am I not, don't have a car, don't have a house? But I just feel like we all have different success right now. You might be, I don't know, you might maybe have a house, a big house right now, and I don't have it. That's your success. I might have love and you don't have love. That's your success.
Yeah. I don't think we can all, as human beings, agree with, like, we can't all have it. We can't have it all.
No.
Put it that way.
Definitely not.
There's always something that's imbalanced.
Always something you're missing.
You know how, like, the golden ratio
Yep.
is, like, perfect.
Yep.
Even our face structures are not perfect.
They're not perfect.
One of our eyebrows is higher than the other.
It's true.
Or our nose is bigger than the other.
Or your lips bigger or something. Or
regardless, we're all not portioned properly.
No, we're not.
So life is not perfect either.
But I think when you start looking at that from that type of angle, then you might really appreciate what you have.
Exactly.
You might appreciate your life and, the way how you look. You might actually love who you are. You start looking at life like that. Oh, sorry, baby. Guys, I keep on I'm the worst one. You can't do my hair, bro. I'm the worst when it comes to that.
Anyway, so this thing that we're using, what is it? Lock and gel twist?
This is called lock and gel, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it from far, but this is what it's called.
Yeah, so I'm just applying it little by little, but like when it dries out, it's like easier to twist too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just come back and forth. We're just, I'm just practicing.
Mm-hmm. Guys, actually, you let me know in the comments what I should do. Should I braid my hair? Should I like get some dreads? Should I what should I do? Look at my face right now. What do you guys think would actually look good? What would look good on me? I feel like dreads. I had dreads before, so it looks good. But now with I've been going to the barber and getting my hair cut and stuff. So my lineup is roughly now. My line. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. At one point, my lineup was messed up, man. Too much stress,
Yeah,
And I had to fix that.
Yeah, so we've been working on that. It's been getting better.
Mm-hmm. It's getting better, man. I'm gonna be crispy soon. You'll see the crispiness. Soon it's gonna happen.
Yes.
I feel like if you were to go back right now, baby, to take something back from your life, what would it be? What's something that you wish didn't happen?
Honestly, if I wouldn't want to change anything, just because then if I change something, then I wouldn't be here right now with you. It's just there's a reason behind everything in life. Even the worst situations that you go through, somehow end up being the best.
Make the best out of it. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I wouldn't want to change it for anything because I'm scared that it would shift something else. Anyways, how's it you?
That's a really good one. I feel like I'm the same way. It's like everything that we went through and everything that I went through. It's really like if I were to take it back, I know, for example, I would be maybe I would be back to ground zero again, and that actually kind of remind me of what I was asking you earlier. Like if God were to give me all the success when I was 18 or 17, I would have blew that money quick time. I would have been broke again.
That's true. We were talking about that because there's a lot of people that become successful in their early teens or early 20s, and they get it. They have it all, and they spend it all, or they make more, but they don't have that feeling of the pleasure of having that much money anymore when they get to their later 20s and 30s.
But life is not exciting no more though. Like life is not exciting at all if you got everything that you need in life. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I feel like a lot of the people that got all the money, all the cars, all the house, they're bored in life. They can't relate to you no more. So that's why I feel like going back to what we were talking about, I cannot take anything back because everything that I went through in my lifetime is what really made me who I am, what made me a better man and a stronger man too.
Agreed.
How are you feeling though when you're twisting it? Do you feel like
some of the hair is stubborn, so I go back and forth and retwist it, but nice. I'm getting the hang of it.
I think you're doing good. You actually doing right.
I'm feeling like I feel like is it hurt?
No, it's good. I'm just relaxed. The sun is hitting my skin.
So I feel like I can be more rough now. At first, I was just uncomfortable, making him feel uncomfortable, but now I'm just like, get it in there.
You don't gotta worry about nothing. You can be rough or anything. I don't feel like not a baby. I'll be fine. What's the best place would you say you went on a date though? What's a place that you just enjoy and went on a date? It could be a country that we went to.
Honestly, I love Jamaica. Jamaica was nice. They had the food, they had the spirit, they had it was nice. But you know what though, but I can't say that either because every place that we went to had a special, side to it.
That's true.
Everything's different, so I don't know.
I feel like in any other country that we've been to, there's different. It's like a vibe. There's something there that was like a part of us that we enjoy doing. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
might be similar in a way, but it's not. It's just like, first of all, having the impression that you're in a different country, it just, what I mean, it's different.
Yeah. Where would you like to go next? Like, what's your like ultimate dream destination?
That's a really good question. Man, I think that I always want to go to Egypt, but I know how everything is right now, so it'd be really hard to go. Man, I don't know. To be honest, like I enjoy all the vacations, but I want to be somewhere where I feel like I can find my peace and I would say, man, maybe go to Brazil or something like that.
Brazil.
Yeah, it just has a lot of the mountain and the ocean and stuff like that. I think it would be really cool.
I was gonna say Bali, but also Thailand maybe. Because Thailand, I feel like, has also like that nice touristy city side of it. Also, if you want to go and explore, there's mountains, there's, you have the tropical area, like
you got
the beach.
Yeah, you got the options of what you really want to do. It's kind of like you pick your vibes and what you really want.
Exactly. But Bali, oof, those treehouse villas, oh, those are magical.
Be dope. I think also, what's that place they were watching? I think I want to go to. You know why I want to go to China. I think China would be dope because of how diverse, but like the food most important. Because people have been bragging. I've been watching something about like the whole spicy food, and they got one of the most spicy food ever. I just want to be it.
How about Japan?
That would be cool too.
Japan too. I think, I don't know, they have like a lot of futuristic stuff. Like even the airport, I heard, is like
That's
cool.
True.
So I would definitely want to check what this whole talk is about.
Looking at the date, like this generation of dating, what do you think changed a lot?
To be honest, I feel like social media and music has a big play.
Yeah.
Like dating wise and everything. Like I just feel like everyone there's more in for it, like for the money, not for the long run. Like it's not really real.
No.
Like there's very few, I feel like,
I feel like money just overpowered love. You know what I mean? Money is not like it. Back then, love was a thing. Regardless of what, like man was hustling, doing what they're supposed to do. But now I feel like money just overpowered love, bro. Like as long as you got money, you can always find love somehow. But not real love though. You find love.
It's not the real love that you're seeking for later on in your future.
It's the love of money. They love something about you with your money, and you love them. So it's really everybody loving something, but the wrong things.
Exactly.
The generation that had it the best was
the 2000s, maybe.
Not even. I would say the 1980s, 1970s.
Yeah, even the music was always like about love.
Well, the music, the outfit, the everything. Those are all like it was dope. You know what I mean? The 80s actually was one of the most dangerous. I would say it was super dangerous. 70s because they had all kinds of. They had drugs. They had
no
limit, I guess.
No what is it, prohibited?
Yeah. There was no rules back then, though.
Well, like there was rules, but it's like a
tap on your
like,
back.
Hey.
Get it together.
Like, they can bribe you nowadays. Woof! Imagine if you do that. But yeah, that was like when everyone were finding out about drugs and all that. So that's crazy how life changed.
Life changed really fast. Charlie, when you met me, baby, what do you think though? What was your impression? Let's just talk about more of a race thing. Like when we first met. Were you seeing colors? What was going through, and what was you feeling about your family reaction to me? How would they accept me?
Honestly, I felt comfortable. I wasn't seeing colors when I seen you. Hell, my all my friends are different race, so it's like, and my parents too. Like, they're not like, they accept everybody as long as they treat one another right, and we love each other, and
Respect, yeah.
respect goes a long way. Also towards like my parents as well, right?
Absolutely.
So that's all that really matters. Everything else, like colors, is nothing. So it's about the personality, and
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I never seen it. I never seen colors, baby. I looked at you. I felt comfortable with you. That's one thing. And like, yeah, well, you got me talking, so that's a good sign, I don't know. I just seen that, and the way that you took care of me, also, it just like played a whole part, which I really loved your personality in that way, and the confidence too. So, there's a lot. There's on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
This man is like
The goat.
the goat.
He's the
He's
goat.
the goat.
I'm not the guy.
The king. The goat king.
The king killer.
The goat king.
The king killer.
Nah, baby, but yeah, and my parents seen that too. As soon as when you guys, well, they were on vacation with me too, so they did see him, and the way that he was, presented himself like as a gentleman. So it goes a long way. So yeah, and when my parents really did meet him, I they were talking for hours.
Growing up a black man in certain part of the world is really hard, especially United States, and you got Canada and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How would you raise your kids, knowing what a lot of the black men go through, and knowing what a lot of the we've been going through for years with discrimination and stuff like that? How would you raise your kids?
Well, so I have you here too.
No. That's how would you really raise him at home?
I would tell them that, they're not any different than anybody else. Understand that society is a crazy place, a scary world out there. So when they come back home, I make this a safe haven for them, a safe place that they can express themselves and enjoy and
feel the love.
And feel love and and everything. However, this world that we live in, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about it. We just gotta make sure that our kids, understand that they're loved and that they're special.
Absolutely.
And that, they deserve everything just as much as every other child. Yeah.
Looking back at the way how you were as a daughter to your father, right? Would you like your daughter to be that exactly like the old you? Why and why not?
There's a limit to things. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's a lot of stress that I put my parents into. Just because, back in the day, you want to be all cool, and, you want to hang out with all the cool kids. You want to get into this peer pressure, and that's kind of, pretty much what happened to me. So, I, now, looking back at it, I would, want to be, I would like to listen to my kids more and spend more time with them. Knowing that, if I have their back and if they can tell me anything.
As a man, I still got that work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and sit here. I still got work to the patient level and all that stuff. I need to get to that point. With sons, though, I feel like I'll be great because I know I was once that little boy, so I can kind of know how they move and stuff. With daughters, I will, but it's not as much,
Yeah, well, you'll only find out when, the time's right.
Mhm.
'Cause I feel like, as parents, everyone thinks it's like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna be, and that's gonna work. This, that, and then until the actual time comes,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a whole complete different experience.
Absolutely.
So,
And I
you
think
know,
that's what we do, though. We're always criticizing all these, all these parents that you see in at the airport. The kids are crying. You're like, oh my gosh, why is the kids crying? But you don't realize that, like, it's some of these parents are trying their best. It's hard, It's like,
maybe, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things that could be pointing towards it. Maybe work,
mhm,
maybe like other issues, health issues.
mhm.
There's so many other things that that we don't know about. We can't judge. Well, that's all we do. We judge everybody,
Everybody.
but that's not right.
You have to be really honest with this question. You have to be very honest and be straightforward, because I need to know. Ever since we've been together, have you ever talked to any man? Have you cheated on me?
So I have something to confess to you. No, I haven't. Of course not. What the hell?
Okay.
Man, I wouldn't be here right now if I was talking to some next people. Like, that's no. Here.
Guys, I feel like relationship at a certain age is different.
Love is different. I feel like after that, okay, so there's a few stages in relationships, right?
Yeah.
So first you get it's not even the honeymoon phase stage yet. What's the first stage?
The talking stage.
The talking stage.
Yeah.
Then you get the dating stage. Yeah. And then that's when, once you guys are official, then the honeymoon, the butterflies. And then after the 3-year mark, that's when I feel like that's when when you live with someone, the true colors show, right?
Around that time, yes.
Because I feel like a year to 3 years, that's when you really get to really know somebody, right?
Yeah, sure.
So then after that argue stage, that's when you really know, are you guys for it? But there's the marriage stage where the love is different now. The honeymoon stage is done. You guys get on each other's backs sometimes, but you still love each other. So you have this dark humor that just keeps, the dark humor. Names, maybe. Or do silly things. What you want to add more to that?
No, I think you answered that one. You said it how I would say it, so I'm fine in need of adding more to it. What about divorce? Do you believe in divorce?
I don't believe divorce because I never grew up in that, and I wouldn't want to. I feel like communication is key, but there's times in life when it's really difficult, such as if someone's being abusive or toxic or completely have some, I don't know, just something really, just nothing really works out. That's when you have to question yourself: is this healthy for me or
and what's important for me?
Exactly. But I feel like before that, it comes to that, there's talks, there's things that can be prevented before this conflict can arise, right?
There's conversation that you guys can have.
Yeah, there's certain things that you can do, and especially if you love each other, you would understand each other, and there's balance, there's limits to things. So I guess this is where a lot of people just don't work out.
I think so. It's like everything comes down to a balance. You gotta understand your relationship and then having conversation. I think a lot of people just don't talk. They don't talk.
Or they're scared to.
Or even they scared. But if you're scared to talk to somebody, should you be with them? I would not want you to be with me if you're scared to be around me, or you're scared to have a conversation with me.
Yeah, no, that's actually that's a red flag too. If you're scared to talk to your partner ever about anything, like, then there's no point in being together. Then that's like that you're holding yourself hostage.
Yeah, because no one deserves to be in a relationship like that where you feel like you can express yourself the way you want to express yourself. And I think that in a relationship, you might feel like you're hiding something, but it's gonna show. And when that time comes, it really can destroy everything. All these things that you build. That's why it's really important to be straightforward and let people know the first time when you meet somebody, be your true self.
Yeah. And really, that was my true self. That's why he liked that too.
Be your true self. She was herself, man. The first time I met her, like, I think the more, here's the thing, fellas, and here's the thing, anybody watching this, when you meet somebody and they're being their true self, everything work out, regardless of how much you want it and how it will work out 100%.